We're making fun of SJWs and how crazy the disgusting and sodomizing the world is now.
Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're gonna talk about 2021. We're gonna react to SJWs, retards, dumb idiots,
Can't say that
fools.
You know, you're gonna get a shadow ban if you keep saying those words. You gotta be like the R word.
Dude, I'm not gonna censor myself.
The big tech companies have already censored us.
Dude, what we're gonna do today in this video is gonna get us banned. We're gonna react to loud neighbors and SJWs. Take it away.
Well, it's not really SJWs. Being an SJW is predicated on, you know, you R word. Look at this guy spilling water
My bad.
all over the electronics.
My bad.
Basically, we're gonna react because the world is filled with just sodomites. I'm using that word because the stuff we're gonna show you definitely sodomites.
What's a sodomite?
Something the Bible uses to describe people that are going to burn in the depths of hell. If it was a praying man myself, but I'm not. But anyways.
Wait, put this in the intro. We're reacting to Karens.
But we're, okay, maybe. Anyways, there's that English bloke who's white, and the world is so crazy, he wants to identify as a Korean man.
Wait, so a regular Caucasian British person
Yeah.
got surgery and now is Korean.
He wanted to get his eyes, you know, like the Asian eyes, and he wanted to be Korean.
He looks retarded.
Let's watch
show
this
on the
video.
Something that's been like on my mind for a long time, and I've been very confused about how I identify. I've been very, very confused, and you know, I've seen a lot of other people online that have come out and been very brave about it and shared their story about how they identify, their gender, their pronouns, etc. So, you know, I've taken courage from these incredibly brave people, and it is Pride Month at the moment, so you know, I thought this was the best time. A brow lift, a temple lift, an eye surgery, a canthoplasty. And my teeth done as well. Just these.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's a waste of resources.
This is incredibly racist.
Okay, hold on. Not a huge waste of resources, but
it is
kind of a waste.
There are starving children in Uzbekistan, and this jackass spends money on making his eyes slanted. That's incredibly racist. He wants to be like a caricature of an Asian person.
I think this person's racist, and I'm gonna call their family and all their friends and have all their friends and family fired from their jobs, and I'm gonna call his employer and have him fired because I don't like him. I can't just click off the video. I have to step in and do something because it's my right.
Okay, remember back in the day in 2015, people just gays just wanted to get married, and the conservatives were wagging their finger and they're like, this is going to lead to children twerking in the streets and identifying as certain ethnicities and stuff, right? Remember that? And I was under the opinion, because we were good old lefties, we were like, oh, just relax, you conservatives are taking it a bridge too far. It's okay.
Yeah. Us back in the day, we've been red pilled.
Let's
just explain for a second. Back in the day, and by back in the day, I mean like, I don't know, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, we believed in democratic socialism. That was our thing. But we were on board with Bernie Sanders.
Trump, he definitely red pilled us.
Thank you. I love you too.
Yeah, he certainly did.
All we said was, okay, fine, do it, but just leave the kids out of it, which brings us to New York, which is a disgusting shithole run by Bill de Blasio, that fat fuck, and he has you know that guy, we made fun of him a couple, New York, especially the Manhattan area, is a shithole. And we're not gonna show the video because it is tantamount to CP.
Man, big words today.
Yeah, so we'll show you a picture. So, outrage erupts over viral video of young child twerking while crowd applauds on New York City street.
What?
I agree, this is beyond sick.
What the fuck is this?
We have a child.
They're applauding?
We have a child who's 10 years old, and everyone there, you know, I just want to say, it's astonishing that no one there thought that this was a bad idea. This was morally reprehensible. Look, if you're an adult, fine, do what you want, but just for the love of everything that is holy and good in this world, leave the kids out of it.
Why? Why?
Well,
Why are they doing this? This is fun. This is basically porn. A guy watches a girl above the age of 18 twerk, and his ding dong gets hard, and maybe something comes out of it. This is sexual.
Remember last
Twerking
year?
Is sexual.
We were raging about cuties.
Yeah,
This
cuties
is
on
real-life
Netflix.
cuties.
This is why?
So-
Why are people applauding this?
The little girl is twerking, and everyone is encouraging her and applauding it. And
What
we
a
think, we
fucking
here on this
joke.
YouTube channel think it's disgusting. And one more thing, it's not a crime to detain a pedophile.
Yeah.
Not a crime.
You have the right for citizen's arrest, etc. But holy fuck, what are they encouraging? Dance? Fucking
yeah.
courageous and courage, and look how confident she is dancing
But
on the street in front of people.
We go from New York,
It's
which
the
is a
type
shithole.
of dance, dude. What if she whipped out her fucking tits?
Anyways, we go from New York, which is a shithole, to another shithole. Who knew that Los Angeles, which is a massive shithole, could get any worse?
I think shithole is the fucking
Well,
word of the day.
in San Francisco, they have a poop patrol. There's an app that shows you where the homeless people pooped on the street. Okay, so
Are you
this
serious?
is... Yes, okay, so trans nudity at Los Angeles Spa, Royal City. This is a spa, it's called We Spa in LA. When a transgender woman appeared nude in a women's clothing optional area at a Los Angeles spa, it's led to dueling protests. But now there's been a strong endorsement of trans rights by the Los Angeles Times, terrible publication by the way, the city's largest daily newspapers. The customer,
You gotta go back to school and learn how to read.
the customer, a woman using the screen name Cabana Angel, whatever that means, can be seen in the video complaining about the trans woman, referring to her as a man and saying the women and girls in the area were offended by the sight of a trans woman's genitals, basically a big old man dick. So an actual man walked in there, was changing with the ladies, and was...
His just big schlong was out.
Yeah, he had a man dick, and normally
No, he had a girl dick.
it's ironic we're making fun of people getting offended, but I think if you're a woman and you're in a change room and you want to be around, women and girls and stuff like that, and a guy walks in and rolls out his hairy fat schlong right next to you, I think you have a right to be offended. I'm sorry. I'm taking a stand on this one here. This is pretty sick.
No, this is fine because now you're offended because science. You're not offended because of some made up bullshit. You're offended because some dude walked into a woman's changing room. There's a lot of stories, dude, where men go to the women's bathroom because they're trans, right? Mm-hmm. And I don't have anything against trans people. I'll explain more on that later. But there's a lot of stories where guys go into women's bathroom and they beat up women. And they fucking prey on women because typically women are weaker and smaller. And big, hairy trans men, like big, hairy guys with beards that wear a dress and identify as women, can technically go into women's bathrooms and they beat the shit out of women.
So how did...
And women read these stories and they go into their change room and then they see a fucking guy come in the change room and they get scared. And rightfully so, because who knows? Maybe this guy comes to change, or woman comes to change right beside you, and maybe you're by yourself. And this guy decides that he's gonna be a dickhead and beat the shit out of you. That's not cool. And this goes hand in hand with like MMA and
we
like
covered
trans women competing in women's sports and kicking the fucking living shit out of women. It's not fair.
So any normal establishment, if that happened, if there was a complaint of male fat schlong, he'd be kicked out. But how did We Spa respond? We Spa released a statement defending its policy, saying, like many other metropolitan areas, Los Angeles contains a transgender population, a small minority, some of whom enjoy visiting a spa. We Spa strives to meet the needs and safety of all of its customers and does not tolerate harassment or lewd conduct by any customer. They're basically defending.
Okay, so let me just sum this up again, because I feel like I can't explain myself very well. A full-on guy walks into the women's change room. Every girl screams and calls the managers and the police come and everything because the guy doesn't want to leave, he just wants to change. But the same guy, a year later, shows up, slightly more feminine features, but he's the same fucking guy, walks into the change room, and everyone's fine with it.
Well, here's the thing.
The owners are fine with it.
Cole, these stores, no, the owners can't
It's
be.
fucking
the
backwards.
Owners, if the owners are not fine with it's the law, they can be shut down. It is discrimination
they're
to
forced
turn away a man in the women's change room. They have to let it happen.
Yeah.
So,
because politics, because the law, because of PC culture, political correctness.
I'm telling you, Gavin Newsom, the governor, is running California into the ground, and everyone is fleeing from the blue states to the red states. Joe Rogan left LA. Now he's in Austin, Texas now.
There's just, okay, listen, I play CSGO with a lot of different people. I'm in a lot of different Discord, not a lot, I'm in a few different Discords. Some of them are super liberal, like, we fucking hate Trump, that racist fuck, right? And there are some that are super conservative. Every single one of them, no word of a lie, would rather live in a red state than a blue state. Even the super liberal people that I call my friends. I'm classical liberal, by the way. I'm not a super big Trump guy, but I don't hate the guy either. He's better than everyone else I've ever fucking seen.
I got hairy legs.
I got hairy legs.
But yeah,
I got
dude,
roaches.
Everyone would rather live in a red state. There's less bullshit in red states. There's less riots and crime and garbage and fucking just polluting carbon. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, the quality of living, the standard is dropping dramatically in San Francisco, for example. It is so bad in San Francisco that Target, they get robbed so much, and they have to absorb these costs, by the way. And they're shutting down at 6 p.m. because during the evening, theft is rampant. So you get off work at 5 o'clock, now you gotta, beat all the rush hour traffic to get to your fucking Target. To get, some fucking cheese or, I don't know, some Mountain Dew in this case.
Yeah.
So the standard of living is dropping. And look, I don't know. You know what? I say let these blue states burn. You want to open up a business? Well, you can't, because if there's a BLM riot, I mean, your business is toast. And if people want to shit on the street, fine, go ahead. But, if you want to leave. But when you go to Texas or you go to like Nebraska or, one of the red states, don't go in there and bring your shitty progressive economic policies. Don't vote for them. I swear. I mean, don't do it. Like, anyways, I think I got a sugar high. This is eventually gonna give me diabetes.
Yeah, why the fuck are you drinking Mountain Dew? What happened to beer?
Because we have no money.
You're killing yourself. Look. These are both full. What the fuck is wrong with you? 62 grams of sugar. 62 per can. 62. Did you know? Breaking news! The upper limit, the max amount of sugar. Your camera shut off.
Why?
Because it over fucking heated. Did you know that the upper limit is 50 grams of sugar? 50. So one of these cans, Ryland, which is very easy to drink, puts you over your maximum intake of sugar for the day. Not counting everything else you fucking eat and put in your body. Why?
I don't give a fuck.
Clearly.
Anyways,
Dude, why? There's so much sugar.
On that note...
No, I got one more thing to say.
Oh, he just won't let me go.
No, because I got to pander to the left, right? I don't know about you, but I don't have a huge problem with trans people or like...
He's got to put his disclaimer in because we don't want to seem transphobic.
If you don't have a problem with gay people, then you shouldn't have a problem with trans people either, in my opinion. The only time I ever have a problem with trans or gay or like people who identify as a different gender other than male or female or different sex or whatever, stuff like that, the Korean person, right? Korean identifying person. The only time I have a problem with those people is when they make a big fucking deal about it, is when they push it on you, is when all they do is fucking talk about it and promote it and blah, 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 blah. Like, shut up. I want to live my life. You want to live yours. Why can't we just have a balanced life with each other? Right? Just putting it out there. I'm not saying everyone should be trans because, then we can't procreate. If everyone was gay, we wouldn't be having babies.
Look,
and that's a problem.
What you do, Leave the kids alone. Anyways, an important note. We're gonna end this video, and you take us out.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say one thing, and then we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
Femboys are cute.
No! No, they're not. I like chicks, man.
They basically are.
He's half gay.
That's bisexual.